One of the best ways I've found to go to sleep at night is to sit and think about my projects. And the other night I couldn't sleep, so I sat and thought about this Ford for a long time. As I was thinking about it, I was thinking about, well, I wonder what it would take to get it on the road. How much money would it take to get it running and driving if I was a professional YouTuber who had money coming in from all over the place? As I started to list the different things, I came up with the idea that, you know what, really, there isn't a lot of money required. It's really more my work that needs to happen. So there is a lot of different things that I can do that cost absolutely nothing. I even have a set of wheels and tires that I can use from another vehicle. So with that, I decided, well, I'm going to just dive right in and start getting some stuff done. So in today's video, we're going to work on knocking out some of the easy things that we can get done that are totally within our control. So join me. It'll be fun, and we'll make some progress against this truck. You know, I've been running with this fuel tank that's a little bit dangerous. Actually, I can't show it to you if I'm being in the frame with this fuel tank. And it works, but it's not a good long-term solution. And so I did go ahead and purchase a fuel tank for it. I was able to pick that up for $50, and it doesn't have any leaks. And I went ahead and I'm going to be putting that in. Okay, so we're going to put the gas tank on it today. The first thing I'm going to do is cut a piece of hose to go from the filler to the tank. And if I look at the old one, it looks like it is, I think I measured it at 4 inches, but I'm actually tempted to give it just a little bit more. So I think maybe another ½ inch or so, just to be safe. Let's see how this cuts. All right, let's take some drastic measures. On. All right, I'm transferring the fuel from my upper tank to my lower tank, and then hopefully there are no leaks in here. So we've got fuel going in now. I'm going to see what else I got in the Amazon packages I received. Not what I needed. Fuel tank is in. This cap doesn't exactly, it fits a little loose, but we'll get another one for that. But it does look a little weird sticking out like that. And then back over here we've got, I haven't tightened the seat down yet, but we're waiting on the float so that we can drop that in. But really looks like it's holding fuel. There's nothing leaking. And so I think we're in good shape. It looks like we've got one more step on the road to recovery here. Well, I thought I didn't get the float in, but my Amazon account said that I did. And so one of the things that, so I actually looked in the package. I'm glad I didn't throw it away. And I was able to put the float in, and it looks like the fuel tank is working. the level. So that's good news. That's working. One of the most annoying and easiest things to fix was the inability to shut the vehicle off when I was done using it. When I was going through the wiring diagram, I realized that the voltage that's coming to the engine is going through a resistance wire because it's meant to be used. The vehicle is meant to be used with a resistor for the coil, and I'm not running it that way now. So I decided to run a separate wire from the ignition to the coil, and so I haven't secured it. I mean, it's secured, and so I've got to just, that's kind of the solution that I have. And so it works, starts and runs with the switch. Another annoyance was a window that wouldn't go down, so I did take the door apart and lubricated everything, and so it works now. That's what success looks like. In keeping with our budget theme, I need a rear bumper for this. It doesn't have to be fancy. I was just watching Marketplace, and one popped up, and one of the things I know is that it's 34.5 inches from horn to horn here, and so I've got to, obviously that one's bent a little bit, but this is what I bought, and I'm willing to make it fit, to do whatever's needed to make it fit. And that's what I've got, and it's a vintage New Mexico bumper. It's got a dealership engraving on it from Belen, New Mexico. It supposedly came off an early 60s truck, but I'm thinking hopefully it was in the, I'm not sure if it came off a flare side or a fleet side or what, but I'm going to see if I can make it fit. So right now I think I'm just going to try to bend that one straight, and then I think I'm going to try to clamp it up there and just see what it looks like. I'll bring you back when I've got some progress. It looks like the horns are a little bit too long for me, but I think that it's going to work. I really like the style of that bumper. Well, first of all, because it was $30. That's one of the reasons. But what I plan to do is figure out the distance from here to here and take that and cut it out of this piece of metal, and then slide this up there and then drill holes to mount it. Or weld it, and so we don't go all the way to the edges for protection, but we come pretty close. This is obviously from a narrower truck, slightly narrower, but the frame rails were right, so that's all I need. Well, that's gonna have to be good enough. I've got it. It's impossible to get it level on both sides because it's a little bit of a twist to it, and as a result, see that side over there is pushed in. This side's pretty flat. So I think for now this is what we're going to end up with. I'm just going to weld up the mounts, the bumper to the brackets coming off the frame, and then I'll probably go ahead and put some bolts through it just to be super safe, because I don't know if I trust my welding. But I've got a couple of different kinds of welders here. I'm not super skilled at it, but and so I won't be showing you any of that work, but it'll be hidden and it'll hopefully stick. So I'm going to say it's a good thing for insomnia, because it gave me the motivation to move forward on this project and to kind of keep things moving. And so as a result, we'll be on the road sooner and we'll be more complete. Thanks for joining me. Go home.